got everybody hooked up. Ellie's equipped with 3 power magics. Don't go that way. No, never mind. Go that way. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. This is one of those parts about the game that I'm trying to remember because there's one particular place you have to go. And you need to go there so you can,
progress the story.
Yeah, progress the story.
Because you gotta get Maria into your party.
You're supposed to just basically explore the area.
Yeah, it's up here. Look how fast I'm moving basic walk.
Yeah, okay. But you didn't need to leave. Sorry. Gosh. Okay, so there's a ruined building in this area that you need to go to. Go back. I'm sorry. Go back.
Does this go up at all? Or
no, that's going forward. Go back the other way. Take those steps up.
Okay. This is where I stop holding the fucking run button.
Yeah, I think maybe this is where you need to go.
Fucking more platforming.
It's okay, you can't really fall off of this.
And then lag.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Meh.
Talk to this lady. Or person. Why do humans hate and hurt each other? Everyone lives under the same blue sky. Will there ever be any relief from the pain of losing what was precious to us? When will be the day we can understand what all this loneliness and sorrow was for? In short, we may be repeating the same mistake we made 500 years ago. So the mistake that they're referring to, generally speaking, is the mistake that they got the fuck out. Okay, so now that you dropped off like an idiot, go back up. And there was a door halfway up the steps that you needed to go into.
That's not halfway. It's like fucking 3 steps up.
Okay, then 3 steps up. The point is, I think this is where you need to go. Oh, no, this is just a bar with birds. Hello and welcome. As you can see, the Deep Sea Bros is open, and it's just that we aren't doing any business right now.
So leave?
No, wait. Is there nowhere else to go in here? You can check out the jukebox. Insert 20 gold. Try a distant promise. Yeah. There's that song again. It's kind of a song that fills you with, okay, we're just gonna leave.
Yep.
Just no amount of emotional enjoyment with all this, do you?
Not really.
Alright, no. Calm down.
It is not like I don't have super speed right now.
What is wrong with you right now?
I want to continue the story. You're putting me through side quest stuff. I don't want that.
I'm not putting you through side quests. I'm trying to get you immersed into the emotions of the game.
Fuck the emotions of the game. I want the plot. Plot.
Such an angry dwarf.
All right, you for that one because I am a dwarf.
Just go. God damn it! Stop jumping off!
You said go. I'm going.
Fine, go down there. That actually might be the place where you're supposed to go. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Okay. Go up the stairs. And go through that door. Innocent, blameless lives are taken away, and the only thing Dawn cares about is furthering the plot.
Because the emotion will come with the plot.
Found a child's memory from long ago, but nobody could take that away. Found a child's memory from long ago, but nobody could take that away. So 500 years ago, there was a war.
Right.
Between Solaris and the Land Dwellers. but Shevat was heavily involved in that war.
Right. I remember them mentioning that, I believe.
There's no end to war and resentment. So this is where you all were. The Queen said this house was destroyed in the Great War 500 years ago. This house has been kept like this on purpose as a reminder of the war. Thank you for waiting. Please come to the palace with me. Hey, wait.
And now we head to the palace.
Yes, now you head to the palace. Look at the desk in front of you. No, there's nothing there. All right. It's never. I don't think it's ever said, but it's implied that this house, I kind of think that the house belonged to Maria at one point, but it's hard to say. No, wait, that would be stupid. What am I saying? Because that was 500 years ago. I am an idiot.
Not really, you just were mistaken.
Just, ooh, my brain not working. There you go, there's Maria. This way, please. Now, I don't know if you're forced. Are you forced to follow her?
Probably not.
I don't know.
Because if I was forced, I'd be right behind her.
Well, maybe. Okay, instead of following her, I want you to go around. I want you to talk to everybody in here, in this area. Long ago, I've heard that a lone choo-choo was taken from the town by a wise man. I haven't heard what happened after that. I hope that choo-choo is doing well. This is the library where many books are gathered. This place is packed with many ancient books that you cannot find on the surface. If you're a book fanatic, you drool over books like our first run prints, limited books, autographed books, banned books, and mountains of hard-to-find books, and more mountains and mountains of books. Where did Twilight get in this game? Well, setting that aside, if there's something you want to know about from the past, it'd be good to go and talk to the librarians. Don't worry, it's their job anyway to tell the new people from the surface about the past. The powerless are maimed and slaughtered, all because our crazed leaders give out one bloodlusted order. It doesn't matter how advanced their technology or culture is, it's the same thing. Not one thing has changed over the years. It's gotten so sad you can almost laugh. Ha! How long does this have to last? Ha 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 ha! Go back into the library. There's only one important piece of information that I need you to gather from this area. So go and talk to the people in this room. Surviving through the Great War of 500 years ago and the Diabolos collapse, we and the rest of our comrades secluded ourselves in Shevat. So, remember how they said that in the Ethos library that something happened at the end of the war and it's not clear how it ended?
Yeah.
Shevat calls it the Diabolos collapse, where at the very end of the war, something happened and there was a massive explosion that wiped out most of the land, and suddenly everything changed to where it was. But after the war, they erased the memories of the surface dwellers and instilled the ethos. That's why people don't remember what happened.
Makes sense.
Now, all the while, however, Shevat has just been circling around the globe and kind of staying out of it entirely. Which gives the, which begs the question, is Shevat any different from Solaris?
No. They're about the same. Their goals are roughly the same. They just have different means of doing it.
No. Their goals are very different. It's the way they view land dwellers. Diabolos, the sudden appearance of the mysterious army, put a full stop to the battle between the humans 500 years ago. Those angels of death, utterly unrivaled, with no fear or mercy. Their only intention was to eradicate all life on this planet. Even Solara's proudest gear battalions were mere flies to them. Nothing stopped them as an indiscriminately slaughtered and trampled upon countless lives. At that time, people were certain that the end of the world was approaching. Dominated by feelings of constant fear and hopelessness, it was a dreaded life. So the Diabolos was literally an army that came out of nowhere. It wasn't from Solaris, and it wasn't from Shevat, and it didn't come from the Land Dwellers. Literally, just a secret army just sprang out of nowhere of terrible creatures and attacked everything. And that's basically what Solaris feared, which is why they started the ethos. They believe that it came from the Land Dwellers. Yes, and before the war, they pretty much had global they were pretty much already at global domination level 4. Now they just kind of dominate from a hands-off perspective. Did you talk to this person?
Nope, he's the last one.
Okay, those giants which fought long ago to save us, an existence which surpasses all other gears. They are the legendary Omni-Gears.
It's one of those pilots.
One of them is the treasure of the Ave royal family, which is currently resting somewhere within the continent of Ignis. The Omni-Gear, which is connected to the Anima Relic. And, as they said, as the Gazelle Ministry had just said, there is an Anima Relic in Shevat. Lately, there have been a lot of unusual activity down on the surface. You think Solaris found something? There has been a lot of unusual activity.
I know.
Yes, Maria. Maria is basically like the guardian of Shevat, and because of the gate, they don't actually usually need guardians, but she's pretty much the only one they need. Scientists Solaris had bitter experiences in the revolt by the lambs 500 years ago, so they decided to do some work on the lambs. They inserted various limiters so that they would never be able to revolt. For the past 500 years, Solaris controlled the lambs' consciousness, behavior, and all. Naturally, lambs don't know anything about it. That makes it even more unforgivable, although it's highly efficient. So the thing between Shevat and Solaris is, Shevat hates Solaris and they hate what they're doing to the Land Dwellers, but they themselves view the Land Dwellers as a lesser people. That's why they call them lambs.
Right.
They're not doing this for fun either. It's an important simulation. Creating appropriate organisms that can align themselves with the Anima Relics is one of their important objectives. In any case, the lambs will continue to be Solaris guinea pigs unless someone does something. So the Reapers, the Wells, the Demi-Humans, maybe the soldiers that got tested for the drive, the reason why they're doing it is because they need to find a way how to make things that can align with the Anima Relics. The whereabouts of the three sages, Melchior, Balthazar, and Gasper, There's even rumor that the lost faith in humans because of the tragedy in Nissan. So also activities have increased once again. I wonder where they are and whether they're up to. You're really not even concerned about anything.
I'm reading it, and you really should have this written down because this is the you made the game boring now.
It's a little dry in exposition, but this is a lot of like what's been going on, like the truth that all of humanity was once slaves of Solaris and are implanted with limiters. You, Faye, is implanted with a limiter that keeps you from truly revolting against Solaris.
Fuck this.
Alright, fine, go through the door. Such a big baby.
No, if I want to know about this, I'd fucking Wikipedia this.
Hey look, it's Wise Men. You're finally here. What are your plans?
This asshole made me talk to people. He asked the question, I answered it.
I learned martial arts with your father in Shevat. This doesn't matter, though, because obviously this is not the part of the plot that Don even likes. Even though I can't understand why he wouldn't, because it's totally fucking interesting.
Because this is drawn out. The game should give me time to go and fucking learn this.
It literally is giving you the time right now!
This is not the time. I want my answers now, and I want backstory later.
What is your... Okay, whatever. Welcome, and this is Queen Zephyr. Queen of Shevat. Zephyr is very old. She's 522.
Nanomachines.
Yes. Yes. I and a select few of the vassals have undergone some special life-extending treatments. We were required to continue living until that final day approaches because of one man. To continue living, this is our atonement for that tragedy 500 years ago.
Damn, you were 22 at the time of that war.
Well, okay, yeah, I guess so. Wiseman has been conducting his operations on the surface under my orders, so Wiseman reports to her.
Right, okay, that makes sense.
To keep an eye on that man's activities.
Id, which is Faye.
Also, he was ordered to bring anyone from the surface who would be of help to us to Shevat. 500 years ago, we fought against Solaris for the freedom of the Landdwellers. Also, no, she's not talking about Id. She's talking about Graf.
Oh, no, that makes sense too.
Which you would have fucking figured out if you had gone and talked to the other people that were here.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
God damn it, Don. You have no patience whatsoever.
No, because I don't want the backstory should be a part of the main story.
So you just
I shouldn't have to fucking dig for it.
You just want...
This isn't Dark Souls!
No, it's not Dark Souls!
Dark Souls makes you dig for all the background information and shit.
Dark Souls makes you look for random pieces of items to get the backstory. Here, everyone who has anything to tell you is located in one area. Literally 2 rooms. I mean, you were the one who told me that you want more background about your characters. There's background stuff for Satan in this area too. Even if Solaris were able to be defeated, the people of the surface may just well encounter a new dominator.
Right. That's a vicious circle.
Basically, Faye's calling out Shevat and saying, "Listen, if we were to defeat Solaris, how do we know you wouldn't just take over our lives too?"
Right.
To which the Queen says, "Well, you just kind of have to trust us. If you still cannot believe this, then defeat Solaris, gain back the independence of the Landdwellers, and then see if we still embrace the heavens together."
So she's pretty much telling Faye and friends to fucking gamble.
Well, it's because Shevat is powerless. Shevat does not have the military might to come up against Solaris.
They have one fucking gear that a 13-year-old girl pilots.
Well, they do have other gears, but they do not have the forces or the talent to do so. You're right, they pretty much just have Maria to defend Shevat. But they also have the gate, which Solaris can't break through. At least We didn't think they could, but now they think they can. Yeah, so now she's calling out Ellie and saying, listen, we're going up against Solaris. That means everything that you loved about your hometown is going to become your enemy. Yes, I understand. Which is also very important, because if you didn't bring Ellie with you, you also would not have this conversation.
Right. This game is all about who you bring with and what you say and do.
Yeah, it's not like Final Fantasy VI where the texts are just merely interchanged between characters. Faye, go with Shevat. Your father Khan would have wanted you to.
How to go and rest, so... Somewhere is an inn. Big ass tower.
Big ass tower with Maria. Are you finished talking to the queen? What do you all plan on doing? Are you going to fight alongside the people of Shevat against Solaris?
It's not like we have much of a choice.
Everyone is searching for a reason to live, a reason to fight, to understand better the meaning of death. However, that is something we must find on our own, and make it our own. That is what my grandfather said, though I don't understand what he meant by it. It's already been 5 years since my grandfather brought me to Shevat. Grandfather and the queen always told me not to leave Shevat, that I must not go to Solaris alone. There's no way I could lose to any other gear in my Zybzen. There's no way.
Bitch, you just lost to us.
I'll step on all those Solarians with Zybzen. Beat them down. Beat them all down. You didn't beat her. You just stopped her from fighting. She had way more health than that. Don't they care what happens to Father? Are they just going to stand by and watch him die? I can't forgive those people who tortured Father, and those who silently stand by and watch. Even as we speak, my father and Solaris may be... So Shevat is just sitting here and trying to defend themselves, and Maria wants to go after Solaris, but they won't let her.
I am going to do something smart right now.
What is...
I just unequipped Billy because I figured the next segment we're going to have to take Maria with us.
Yeah, maybe. Alright.
Well, that's the conversation with her. So this was not the path to continue the game, but got us a little more information on how gung-ho Maria is.
Yes. Yes, Maria is very gung-ho. Don't go this way. If you were looking for the inn, it's back out in the circular hallway. Try that door. Go back. Back up. Up. That. One of, no, not one of these doors. Try that one? What does that say? So hungry. Is the meal ready yet? Whatever you do, it all goes back to food. You got that food. For me, I get the feeling I'm most alive when I'm eating. Isn't it the same with you guys? You eat to live or live to eat? We don't even know. I bet those Solarians are always eating all the good stuff. Ah, that's unforgivable.
So that's probably the mess hall.
This is not the end. I just find it sad that there's this whole plot line about, hey, look.
Hey, look what?
You don't recognize those people?
A little bit.
We're still running around in the sky because of the war that broke out 500 years ago. It doesn't make any sense. Why do we have to suffer for what our ancestors did? What do you think? I can't even get fresh ingredients for meals. I've had it. So people are getting a little stir-crazy up here. It's Yui.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh, welcome. You look good, Faye. The meal will be ready soon. Please join us and eat to your heart's content. Yui? Why are you here? Oh, didn't I tell you before? I was born here. After you left the village, I decided to return to Shevat along with the survivors of the village. Because the soldiers from Ave and Kislev were showing up around there. So, the other people from Lahan, you know, that place you blew up,
they're all here now, huh?
I'm sorry for putting so much trouble on you. What are you saying? It's not your fault. There's nothing to worry about. The people from the village understood after they came here and heard the story. They couldn't blame only you for that incident because Solaris was behind it. Yes, but... Oh, but Ellie's there too. Have you met the Queen? If you haven't, go say hello to her as soon as possible.
Yeah, I didn't recognize you yet first because I haven't fucking seen that character model in fucking forever.
Choo-choo, my friend. This game, okay. I guess you wouldn't care about it, but this game has a lot of plotline that you have to really look into to kind of figure out. And yeah, there's a lot of like Dark Souls style like searching around for information so that you can figure out the intricacies of plotline. I could tell you it all, but honestly, it'd be better if you searched it out. Because, I mean, I'm trying to tell you about it, but you're just completely ignoring it.
Because I shouldn't have to search for it like this. That and it fucking takes too long to go through some of this goddamn text.
Yeah, don't go to the prison.
Okay, that's the prison.
Yeah, you don't need to go to the prison. Unless you're a prisoner. Are you a smooth criminal?
No.
No, you're a rough and tumble, fat criminal. Talk to that person. That
was the command center, the command room.
This is the task. Okay. Then go left from here. Yes, there's a lot of unusual activity. Try that door. I know there's a place for you to... No. You've already been here. Alright, then I will just tell you things then. So you don't have to actually search
I'd rather
them out.
just be told them.
Alright, then I'll tell you.
That's why I don't play Dark Souls for the story. I play it for the fucking gameplay.
Ah, you're such a... Welcome to Shevat. We've already heard that you are a guest. This is it. This is the room you can sleep in.
So that's something I need to do.
But the Queen was talking about that man. The thing is, you were supposed to research that 500 years Graf was behind the Diabolos incident. Or as they call the Diabolos collapse.
Well, also 500 years ago, Faye was involved too, technically, as Id.
No, he wasn't alive. He's not 500 years old.
Not that we know of.
But basically, what happened is that 500 years ago, Solaris is in a war with Shevat, and the land dwellers are revolting.
Right, that was mentioned already.
Then, a army of demons, the Diabolos, you know, these
I'm
monsters.
thinking in the fucking Xenosaga is probably the Gnosis.
That's a good connection, but it's not the same.
So I rested at the inn. I saved. Now what? Tactical command room?
No, go back to the Queen, because now you have to respond to her.
Oh yeah, she did say sleep on it and then come back and see her.
Yeah. So the point is that at that same time, Graf emerged, and Graf, along with the Diabolos, basically just destroyed everything. But the Diabolos just disappeared. Graf, however, continued his conquest or his plans of like world destruction.
Right, because that's all he cares about.
So Wiseman was sent out to keep an eye on Graf. And Graf, you know, 500 years later, has decided to look at Faye. What was that shaking all about? Was that enemy... Your Majesty, something dreadful has... What's the meaning of this? Yes, that is, we have an intruder in the dock area. The gate generator has been destroyed. What? What's the damage report? Yes, subsystems are destroyed. Gate generation has dropped 70% from normal. We're devoting everything to firefighting and repairs. It will still take some time. What of the intruder? Yes, we believe it's just a lone Gebler soldier. It seems the individual has escaped to the number 17 hangar. Number 17 hangar bay. Saibzen! Maria, wait! It is too dangerous to go by yourself. But we can't just let the spy be. Your Majesty, we have our hands full just trying to fight the fire on the shield generator. If someone doesn't do something, it's possible we'll have more losses. I'll be fine. I can go it alone. Maria, what can you do now you don't even have Saibzen?
Yeah, how do you fight?
She's a 13-year-old girl. About that much. Then we go down with Maria? It's the Gebler, right? I'm still ticked off at them. I'll take them on. Is it fine with you, Faye? Please take care of Maria, and be careful out there. Then let's get going, Maria. Yes, let's all go together. Except, this may be asking for too much, but would it be possible to have one of you stay behind with the Queen? We do not have the combat experience, and if something ever happened to the Queen... Alright, I got it. Then one of us should stay behind. Who will you leave here? I am going to suggest you leave Ellie.
No, Billy. I made my decision.
Okay. That's cool. Alright. Have fun with that.
Yep.
Mr. Know-It-All knows everything about how to play fucking Xenogears. Oh, look at you. Look at you, Mr. I'm just going through my stuff because I know what's what. I don't even need an introduction on Saibzen.
No, when trial by fire.
Okay, yeah. Alright, that's fine.
Maria doesn't even have a weapon.
Nope.
Maria has ether.
You know what? I'm just gonna let you figure out how to use Maria. You'll figure it out.
She has no skills. She's a cyborg.
Yeah.
She's not even human.
No, she's human. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, trial by fire. I agree with this plan.
What?
What else feels crowbar the motherfucker?
Wait, you don't have a crowbar!
I'll fucking bottle!
Oh my, this has gotten serious. It seems you can't get in because of the emergency security. But you're all lucky. A legendary vendor like me happens to be here through coincidence. I've got a line of quality goods, sir, so if you've got anything you need, don't hesitate to ask. So this is just giving you the chance to buy something before you go. Which you shouldn't need to, because you've already bought everything you needed to.
Well, yeah, I figured.
They're not selling you anything new. That's the point.
Right, I figured she wouldn't need these.
Yes.
Do I want to give her one of these?
I don't know, do you? Also, I think you already had a nether stone.
No, I didn't say have one in stock.
Oh, does Ellie have it?
Blocks physical effects. Yeah, Ellie's got the other one equipped.
Okay. Suddenly the fun of telling you things about Xenogears is depreciated by the fact that you are just going about doing your own thing anyway.
You can still tell me.
No.
You want me to fail. You've been wanting me to fail so hard.
I do want you to fail, but not really.
Well, trial by fire. That's how you learn to fail. If you want me to fail, we should just fucking load up a Dark Souls game.
You do say that you want me to buy Bloodborne.
I want to play that so bad.
Oh man, you know I kind of do too. We could do that tonight.
We should.
But you want to buy a physical copy.
I just wanted to go and get fucking cookies, bitch.
So, oh, that's right. You just want cookies. Goddamn asshole with your cookies.
I like cookies. I like cookies, cupcakes. I like sweets, except donuts, unless I'm in the mood for them.
God, you're an ugly pinky. You're like a fat, ugly pinky. Think about that.
I should just be glad I'm not colorblind to red.
Are you making a joke about blood?
No, me being colorblind to blue. Could you imagine if I was colorblind to red?
No, what do you mean? What? Why?
I wouldn't be able to see your shirt you're wearing right now.
I don't. Wait.
You're a horrible person.
Wait. Are you confirming? You're confirming that you can't see things that are blue.
I can see things that
No, because you're saying that if you couldn't see red.
Blue jeans, bitch. They're just gray to me. Because I know you don't buy gray pants.
I don't understand. What are you trying to say? Are you trying to say that if you were colorblind to red, you wouldn't see my shirt, and then you'd have to look at my disgusting fat chest? That's what it sounds like you're saying.
Drummy.
By the way, you're going into an entrance shaft, so you will not be actually doing gear combat for this next part.
I wanted to switch up her gear stuff anyways.
By the way, Ellie's going to be completely useless to you.
Why?
You'll see. HP 500. HP 500. So let's see what you do against these guys. Now, I guess I will, for your sake, tell you how Maria works. Maria has no death blows.
I've noticed that.
She also has very little attack power. In melee combat, all she has are her controls. Robo Beam, Robo Missile, and the other things that she unlocks later on. So go ahead and try Robo Beam.
Right, it says it shoots the head.
It summons Zypsen there to do the damage for her.
Well!
Yeah, can't explain that one really. So, I believe the way you have to kill these guys is by doing death blows. Or you can use non-elemental damage, I think. But the reason why Ellie is terrible for this is because, well, her death blows are okay. Honestly, I think your Ellie's a lot more stronger in level than mine was, for some reason. Oh yeah, Faye still needs to learn some death blows.
That's why I'm working on it right now.
But yeah, if you try using her attack, you'll see that she just does very, very basic damage.
She has 26 attack.
Yeah. And the Robo Missiles were an attack all.
Ah, that would have been...
The point is that her attacks are all, like, ether attacks. So non-elemental. Luckily, she still does good melee damage.
Yeah, no shit.
But the reason why I wanted you to bring Billy with you
For the
versus
healing.
Ellie was for the healing, because nobody on your team except for Faye has healing, and because Ellie's magic is useless in this area. All the enemies in this area absorb elemental spells.
Oh well, like I said, try by fire.
I mean, you could have just trusted me, but alright. I mean, just have to...
I gotta learn the hard way.
No, you don't. You don't have to learn the hard way. That's
Maybe I wanna!
You don't get to.
Too late!
Whatever. So, now that we have time for you to run around and get yourself lost, because I'm sure that's going to happen.
Oh, Lord. Okay, there's a door.
Let's go back to another plot point about the choo-choos. So, you said that the... Well, actually, did I say it or did you say it? I don't know who said it. But the point is that the choo-choos, unlike Rico and Hammer and all the other demi-humans...
Yeah?
The choo-choos were here from the beginning.
Right.
That implies that perhaps that the choo-choos were the original people of Ignis. Now remember back to the beginning of the game, and the big spoiler cutscene at the beginning of the game with the spaceship that crash landed into the planet?
Yeah.
And it kind of implied that that's kind of how all life began.
Right.
It kind of implied the idea that the choo-choos long ago were the original natives of the planet. Now remember the story that the choo-choo told about the Mambo God. There was a great protector Mambo God that stepped over mountains, and then a giant fireball came from the sky.
It was a spaceship.
And destroyed them. Yeah, so that's the cool
I did
part
piece
about that.
I did piece that a little bit. I'm like, wait, that ship did crash.
You didn't remember that.
Once you mentioned the ship at the beginning, then that crashed.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think about it before until you mentioned the ship.
And she's dead. So, this may not be Dark Souls, but this is kind of Dark Souls in that some of these plot points are never actually given to you. You kind of have to piece them together. Now, some of this I know because I did some research and other people seem to agree on it. But this theory about the choo-choos being the original natives of the planet is based on that story and that story alone. It could mean other things as well.
Generally, how those things work.
For example, the idea that a giant red fireball came from the sky and destroyed the Mambo God could also imply that at some point there was, like Id's gear, a giant red gear that came out of the sky. If you remember the scrolls that were passed down to Bart, it shows a big red gear being sealed up into the earth.
Right.
That talks about a giant gear that was meant to destroy or fight gods, or God, not plural. And I don't know if that is better or worse than hers. No, but it's enemy dir. You can get their dir down. I don't know what dir is.
I think it's durability or...
No, there's no durability.
Defense?
I think maybe. I think that maybe it's supposed to be defense and it's a typo. Because honestly, I can't imagine what it would actually be. You never bought the Chrono Rod, right?
I
that's
did.
for the gear.
Yeah, that was for the gear. I bought the Dynamite Rod.
Okay. So yeah, the thing about these guys is that you need to do 500 damage to them before they
break out.
So you can do that by doing one death blow on one death blow on the other, and then using her robo missiles to do the rest.
Ellie just does a ton of fucking damage.
I really don't understand why.
Her attack is in the 60s. Faye is barely breaking 50.
I think it's because you upgraded her weapons. I never upgraded her weapons. I spent my money on other things.
No, her missile only attacks one.
Oh, that's weird. I thought it was an attack all. Never mind.
Oh, well, I'll destroy that one first.
You think it would attack all, but no.
Yeah.
Oh well, at least you're able to destroy them. But yeah, as you already saw, if they get out of their...
They hit pretty fucking hard.
Yeah. You also, I believe you can pick up gold nuggets from them if you defeat them early. Yes.
I thought this was the one that was not the right way. Okay, since I don't know what dirt is, I'm just going to equip Deli back with the other one.
Well, the difference is not very much.
2 points is 2 points.
2 points is 2 points. Honestly, it doesn't seem to be having an effect because after you did her attack, it didn't actually seem to change anything. But yes, there was also the very obvious thing that one of the sages took a choo-choo to the land. And
right, they were talking about Maria.
What? No, they weren't talking about Maria.
Not this one. Margie, sorry.
Right. They were
talking about Margie's choo-choo.
Margie's choo-choo. Which is weird. Which is weird when they talk about it because choo-choo is what we named choo-choo, but choo-choo is also the name of the species. Shoot rear missiles. Okay.
Oh,
so
it says enemy single.
Yeah, I guess the robo missiles just do more damage. There's another attack you get which does more.
She probably needs to get a couple more levels.
Probably. I mean, she's already like level fucking 50. She shouldn't be getting that many more abilities. Honestly, I'm kind of confused about some things, to be perfectly honest. And she's dead. So yeah, you can either attack him and kill him.
I'm gonna do that.
Alright. Good job.
Try to attack Faye, he's got the better fucking defense.
Good job.
Yeah, the missiles do more damage. I should just stick to the missiles.
So, let's move on to another point that you decided to glaze over because you didn't want to talk to people. In the war that happened 500 years ago, 500 years ago, was there something else that started up really important around that time?
That's when people started recording history again.
Yeah, we learned that where?
On the Ethos?
No, we learned it in Nisan, where there's no other records from before 500 years ago. But what is the one thing that the people from 500 years ago remember from the Nisan?
God, I can't remember. So it says if I hit this, how do I hit it?
You just press X. See, there you go.
Yay, more platforming.
Yep, pretty much. Don't fall.
I don't want to imagine what would happen.
You just have to climb back up. There are no, like, fail states in this game where, like, you fall off and you die. This game is much more forgiving. It's not supposed to be a platformer, so... Okay, so... Yeah, that was kind of weird. What happened 500 years ago that's when Sophia started the Church of Nisan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Church of the Sun is only 500 years old.
Here's the thing. We don't know yet what happened to Sophia, but we do know that you would learn from conversing with the people here is that you would know that Sophia...
These guys are new.
Sophia, as well as the ancestor of Bart, and one other person who you do not know, but their name is Lacan, teamed up together to fight against Solaris. Swing and a miss. What did I tell you?
Okay, I thought it was just those rock guys.
No, as I tried to explain, all of the enemies in this area absorb elemental damage.
Oh, with that, I'm kind of glad I didn't bring Billy with.
Why?
Because Billy's one of his death blow is triangle square X.
Well, the death blow wouldn't absorb, but the square.
Wow, it took all of his fucking ether.
Yep.
He does shit damage with his fucking death blows.
That's the problem. You have these guys are like the armadillo creatures that they don't do expressly large amounts of damage, but they take away all of your EP, and they have high defense except to ether attacks. However, that unfortunately doesn't... Yeah, I know, it's like...